Another slow day in the 28 days. But I'm busy, I have relatives over, and I played a game that honestly didn't even deserve the Game of the Year award, but I'm getting carried away. Let's move on. Today I'm highlighting Third Rock for the Sun with Jolly Old Saint Dick. And that's literally the title of the episode. If you don't have Netflix yet, you probably don't know a lot about this show, or even if you grew up in the 90s or 80s or whenever the show came out, and thinking it's like the 90s or whenever, or yeah, I would say the 90s, then you probably had at least to know, like, Third Rock from the Sun. Before Dexter, before Shrek, there was Third Rock from the Sun, which had John Lithgow and French Stewart and, surprisingly enough, Joseph Gordon-Levitt in the show. And in their first Christmas episode, Jolly Old Saint Dick, basically, Dick is trying to get into the Christmas spirit. But also realizing that this is their first anniversary arriving at Earth. And before they know it, they're getting themselves into crazy antics. I mean, the female who's posing as the wife, I forget these characters because I only know Dick and French Stewart's character, is apparently, Dick's posing wife is essentially the gift wrapper in the mall, where French Stewart is basically the elf of Santa Claus for the mall Santa. And to make things interesting, Dick is trying to celebrate the holiday season, and as soon as he starts to get ruined by the holiday season more and more, and as they talk on the roof, he starts to get a bit upset and starts to become like a Grinch, not like appreciating the holiday season. Then the next thing you know, he makes his students in college do a very hard assignment and have it turn them in by the end of the day. Which is kind of a dick move, if you ask me. The emphasis on the main character, that is. So, in the long end, there's like another thing with French Stewart as he finds out that the mall Santa, which he believes is the real Santa Claus, is not actually the real Santa. Sometimes, even when I do see this can emphasize two ways, even to people in real life. If you haven't seen the NC editorial on why we lie to kids about Santa Claus, I mean, you can basically look this up on YouTube. It's a very, very interesting article. And it definitely brings up a lot of good, interesting subjects. Is that I'm receiving a lot of notifications. Anyways, if you look it up, there's two people that can view it. There's ones who want to ruin just about everybody's perspective, or just hold it in and realize that it's real, or they know it's real, but they just want to keep the entire spirit alive. Alive? That sounded weird. Alive. And say there actually is a Santa Claus. Hence why, like, mall Santas and elves exist. Why you see a lot of, like, people working at, like, department stores and malls and all that. Though the more I think about it, I haven't been to a single JCPenney's or Macy's that actually has a Santa. Maybe they only happen in the major cities, not the metropolitan areas. But anywho, they all wind up finding their resolutions in the end. Like, Dick winds up getting into the holiday spirit as he winds up getting the gift of a travel mug. Which, finding out that he spills his own coffee on his own pants and whatnot when he's grading his students' papers. The posing wife winds up actually giving away the presents to all the customers, even after getting through a lot of rage. And of course, French Stewart winds up going completely insane after finding out that literally there's like many people that dress up as Santa Claus, even at a bar. And the next thing you know, he thinks that there's like, that Santa's cloned himself or whatever. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like, I'm gonna stop saying that. Like, he sees all these, like, people posing as Santa Claus, and he just freaks out. He doesn't know what to make of it. He just runs out of that bar screaming, thinking he's gone out of his rocking chair and goes to the mental institute. But of course they all resolve and they all get into the Christmas spirit, and in the long end they feel like their first year anniversary on Earth has been a good year. Which of course it is. And to make things interesting, they all end the episode with them doing the conga to Silent Night, Holy Night. It's a funny episode, to say it either way. If I could get the complete collection of it from Mill Creek Entertainment, I would. This is a funny show. I really love Third Rock from the Sun, and I've been enjoying it thus far. I just haven't been able to get the time to watch a lot of the episodes, mostly because, well, obviously throughout the year I've been watching X-Files and the original Star Trek series. I'm already on, like, Star Trek Next Generation, which, by the way, I am on, like, a standby to continue it, because, well, I'm on my marathon right now. But, either way, I look forward to continuing more of the 28 Days of Christmas Marathon. And if I ever do get the time to see more of the Third Rock from the Sun episodes, I look forward to laughing my head off at more and more of the episodes. So, with that in mind, I hope to see you guys, hopefully within, right back in this area, for more Sitcom Awakens and whatever film variety we got for more movies and TV specials. So, see you then.